We are back here. Hope you guys are doing well today. Here with the Lang.
You forgot my name?
We here with Language Bay 55,000. And yeah, we're gonna just talk more about how we met, okay? And I'm gonna start off. Of course, she's gonna be doing some talking too, but I'm gonna start off because I don't want to initiate this whole thing. So, you guys know that I have no limits, no biases when it comes to learning certain languages, right? So you guys know that I dabbled around with languages like Tree, Wolof, Somali. I can't really say dabble because I studied that for like 2 solid years. I studied that seriously. But you guys know I was doing a lot of those languages, and you guys know that when I used to live in Ohio, they had when I went out and leveled up, I always leveled up Tree every time. I was always meeting people from Ghana. So one day I was like, man, I need somebody whom I can practice with. Mm-hmm. I need someone whom I can practice with online, Skype. So I was doing some searching and I was like, man, how am I gonna do this? Because I had a couple people I met at like stores and shops and stuff, and they say, yeah, man, I'll be willing to do that. But see, people say they willing to do it, but they're not really serious about it. So I had to get on the internet and I searched. I searched like Tree tutors or like that, and this site called My Language Exchange came up. Now I know many of you know what that is. So it's an old site. It's old. And it's still up. Okay, it's still up.
I don't think you said when this was.
Oh, this was okay. I was still married. Okay, this was back in 2000. Man, I don't even. Was it
like 12 or 13?
2000, yeah. So back at that time, obviously, I was married and stuff. So I was looking for a Tree tutor. I didn't care if it was going to be a female or a male. So 2 people popped up. There was a guy whom I contacted first, and then she popped up. So I contacted the guy first, and he was like, okay. And it was like really weird because I met with him two times. The second time, well, I met with him one whole time, mm-hmm. and it was okay. And then the second time I told him, I said, yeah, okay, we're gonna meet at the same time. When I tried to meet him, it was just, I don't know what he was doing, but he just didn't show up. I mean, he was a tutor there. I don't know what was going on. So I contacted her, and she replied, and I said, okay, we're gonna use Skype. And that's how it started. She added me on Skype. She helped me with Tree practice. I had the FLR stuff, and I think we were practicing for a couple months, maybe a month or something, a couple months.
But I was also trying to learn a language too.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah. That was because I think I was when I introduced myself to you, because see, in my language exchange, I don't think you can list languages that you know. So the person that you're going to be practicing with, they don't know anything about you. So I was introducing myself to her, and I told her that I'm into languages. And I told her like Chinese is like my second language and all that. And she said she was interested. She said, oh, I've always been interested in learning Chinese. And we had came to some agreement. Like I would help her with Chinese. She helped me with Tree. And we were doing that for, what was it?
I think you said it wasn't a couple months. I think you said it was a few weeks.
Yeah, it was a few weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't. But I think it was longer.
Yeah, it was, man.
We don't know how long it was, but it was for a period of time.
Yeah, it was for a period of time, and it was good. It was going well, and I think because she's a lot younger than I am, so she was still in school, and I think that her schedule got busy. Something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened, and we had to like put it off, mm-hmm. and then like I don't think I talked to her for after that. It was like years went by. And that
I checked on you though.
Yeah, she did check on me. She would send me some messages.
You made it seem like I disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah, she would send me messages and say, "Oh, how you doing?" and blah 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 blah. you know, but it was just like a friendly thing. It wasn't like, I didn't have any feelings like she was wanting to try to, you know, pick me up or anything. Cause she was respectful. She, you know, she already knew I was married and stuff. So it wasn't like that.
But I had feelings.
Okay, you tell the people about that. Tell the people about that.
So over time, well, actually, one of the things that, well, he already kind of mentioned it. We did meet through the language exchange site. However, at the time, I wanted to learn Mandarin. He wanted to learn Cree, and we actually we did have a couple of sessions where we were actually both teaching each other the language. We talked about this earlier, in Spanish. So we were speaking in Spanish to teach each other both Mandarin and Cree. So like it was fun. Like,
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I made a video about that.
Oh, really?
You remember?
No.
I just remember I actually made a video about her. Oh man.
I never saw it.
You know what?
What's it called?
Man, I got so many. I gotta do a search. I made a video about her. I was telling you guys. I said, yeah, I got this tutor, and we use Spanish to learn, and she's cool and blah blah. I made a video about. Yeah, I remember.
Really?
I just cannot remember the name of that video, but it was a long time ago when we were meeting.
Yeah.
I made that video, and I told the fans about that. And
that's cool.
I think I told them. Wait. Man, yeah, I gotta find that video, but yeah, I just remembered it.
If we find the video, we'll put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description, right.
So basically, I actually, over time, after speaking with him, and we had the language thing in common, and then it seemed like, you know, he was just very genuine, I started to develop a crush on him. But I had the plan of taking it to the grave, honestly, because of the fact that, of course, at the time he was married. So being in a relationship, I had to be respectful of that. Later on, I think in 2018 was when I confessed to him, I believe, that I had feelings for him back when we were first doing our language exchange. And he told me he knew.
I felt you, because you can like feel. You could feel when somebody like, from talking to them and just how they interact with you, could feel something.
Did they like you extra?
And I felt something, and I was like, well, I mean, hey. I was like, hey, I mean, what can I? Hey,
Did you know for real? Like, seriously? I won't ask you again after this, but seriously.
Yeah, I felt something. But I wasn't going to tell you that.
No, I mean, of course not.
I wasn't going to tell you that.
I was super embarrassed when you told me you knew. I don't know if you remember. I still have the messages, actually, from that conversation from 2 years ago. So maybe we can have the editor put some, a little part in there of a screenshot.
Yeah, that's not necessary.
I was embarrassed, though. Yeah, I was super embarrassed because I was like, yeah, you know, I used to have a crush on you, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, go ahead and fast forward to this year, or last year, I guess you can say.
Yeah, so you guys know, you know, it was just really interesting. Like, I feel, you know, to be honest, I feel that this was meant to be. Like, I feel that somehow, like it was like God set this up. I think that God set it up from the get-go, because the God know what was going to happen, know that I was going to go through all that stuff, and he had it set up for her. He had this all set up. So I mean, the reason why I feel like that is because, like, when I look at, like, when she was contacting me, it was weird. Like, she would contact me when she in different countries, and I'm like, you know, I mean, it's cool and all. She was being nice. She being nice, kind of me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know, we talk a little bit through Messenger, and I'm like, dang, every time she checking on me, she's over in some other country. You in Spain. Yeah. It was just interesting. And then, like, it's just, you know, you guys are, okay, I'm gonna say this too. You guys already know how I am. Okay, and I already told you guys, my preference is Asian women. I told you guys that a long time ago. I told you guys that my preference is Asian women. Like, that's just what I like, you know, and that's just what I like. But I think when it comes to when it comes to like when you really like the feeling stuff, it doesn't really matter. But you know, everybody has their preference. Right. But like, damn, I'm all over the place. I don't know what I want to say. Okay,
your I guess I'm kind of Asian women. You're nervous.
Okay, so you guys know my preference is Asian women. Like honestly, you guys know my ex-wife was from Taiwan, and see, in my mind already, I was like, okay, you know, this ain't working, and after this, I'm gonna be with another Chinese girl. Like that's what I was thinking in my mind, you know. But see, you know, we don't always we can plan stuff, but we don't control everything. You see, we don't control everything. It's that energy. Right. And you know, whether you believe it or not, there's a higher power, and that higher power is controlling. You're not controlling. We can make a plan and say, oh, we going to Cedar Point tomorrow. Right. And look what happened. Anything can happen. Detours. Anything can happen. Yeah. So your plan is not gonna go through. So it's all God. And I believe that this was this here. I think this was set up from God. It's like, because I have a connection with her. I really like her, you know, and I could see our relationship like going to a really, really high level, because we share a lot of things. We have a lot of she loves languages. She support what I do. I support what she do. You know, and that's what relationships are all about. You know, so yeah, that damn, it was some I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so I mean,
how's dating been so far?
The dating's been really good. Okay, yeah, that part. So she was sending me messages, and then like I just told her, I was like, yeah, you know, how about we go out on a date or something? You know, it was just like, I don't want to say weird, but it was just
I don't live here. I don't think they
Oh yeah. She's not even from here. She doesn't live here. She lives in Charlotte. I keep saying Charlotte. She lives in South Carolina. She's not even from here. She's visiting. And see, that's far away from here. Right.
Different time zone. It's about 2,000 miles away.
Yeah, so I mean, I was just like, I just threw it out there. I said, how about you know, we go on a date or something. Maybe you can come over to Arizona, check it out. It's nice over here. And, you know, I know you like to travel. You probably will like it over here. And, you know, it just happened. And she came, and, you know, it was just, you know, we did a lot of stuff. We went to the Grand Canyon. I got so many pictures of when we went to the Grand Canyon, that video I uploaded. How were we on time? Oh shit, we were 13 minutes.
That's okay.
Okay, so that video with the Japanese, that was her on the camera. She recorded. I didn't even know she was recording. She just you know, and that's beautiful, because she just like captures stuff. She knows that's my passion, and it's great. It's great. I'm happy. You know, I'm a lot more happy than I was before. I went through a lot of stuff, and I look forward to just building with her. You know, this is Language Bay, and this is Language Bay, and just Bay in general.
That's gonna be the new phrase.
Yeah. So do you anything else you want to say? But I mean, we here now. That's what happened, and we got to spend more time. And that made it worse. Not in a bad way, but it made it even a connection. It made the connection even more strong when we started spending more time together. Because I already knew she was smart, and she, you know, had a lot of good things going on. But when I got to know her more and more, I was like, oh man, like I really like this girl, you know. And it was just that was it. That was just it. Yeah. And so we official now. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I want to say that I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful too, likewise. I'm thankful.
But that's it.
That's it? Okay, so, yeah, we just wanted to talk about how we met, and that's how we met. So I actually known her, 7 or 8 years or something like that. Yeah. So this wasn't some just real quick thing.
No.
We known each other for a long time.
We were friends before, and I think that's what made things easier for me to feel comfortable with coming here and with just being very open with you and like just being myself, because I think a lot of times in the dating world, when you're single, you meet someone, whether it's like online or at the grocery store or whatever the case is, and you meet them kind of with the intention of dating rather than with the intention of getting to know them as a person and as a friend. And so like you feel like you have to put on this persona, or you need to meet up to some certain expectations, rather than just being yourself and letting them see how you are as a real person. And I think that like, because we had started off as friends, I already knew who you were as a person. It wasn't like, you know, oh, what am I gonna expect? My only fear was, what if I fly out there and I don't feel the same way that I used to feel? So I was kind of like nervous about that, but no, it was like, boom, I got here, and then like all the feelings came back.
Boom, all the feelings. Yeah. So, all right. So if you guys have any questions, post them below in the comment section. We're going to be making videos often. Probably our next video, we're going to talk about, I don't know, we didn't really talk about that. We're going to talk about next video.
I don't know, but we're doing the verbal boxing.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to do this today. We're going to go out and do this verbal boxing for Spanish. We're going to do some Spanish today, and then tomorrow we're going to do some Chinese. And, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on, and it's just gonna it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nice and spontaneous. It's going. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for viewing. And again, if you guys have any questions, post them below in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.